God looked at the earth and loved what he saw, but he still wanted to make some more. So, with a squawk and a flap and a swish and a splish, the earth was filled with birds and fish. Day 6. With a fluff of fur and a pad of paw, with spots and stripes and patterns galore, with scuttle and stomp, boing, bounce and crawl, God made the animals, big and small. Lastly, God took a handful of dust, saying, "Let's make friends just like us." He breathed his breath in the people made of clay, and they started to dance and laugh and play. He gave them his garden so they could have fun, and God's story with us had just begun. And on the 7th day, God had a rest.
Have a think. God is the great artist. He made an amazing world for us to share and look after. He made us so that we could enjoy being friends with him. Have a go. Can you paint a picture of our beautiful world? What kind of plants and animals will you have in your painting? Have a pray. Dear God, thank you that you made everything and you made me. You really are the greatest artist. Amen. A Big Bite from Genesis, chapters 2 and 3.
God made a man called Adam and a woman called Eve. God loved them, and they were his friends. God gave them everything in his garden, except one thing. He said, "My friends, don't eat the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Trust me, if you eat it, you will die. Everything else is yours to try." Adam and Eve lived happily in the garden, close to God and close to each other. But then God's enemy, called the devil, came to ruin this perfect world. He took on the shape of a snake and slithered up to Eve, smirking. "Sssss. Did God really say that you can't eat from any of these lovely trees? How mean. Sssss." Eve said, "No, we can eat from all of them except one. If we eat it, we'll die." The sneaky snake hissed, "You won't die. God is telling you lies. He knows if you eat it, you will become very wise about good and evil. The fruit is really tasty. Why not have a bite?" Sssss. The fruit did seem good, so Eve took a big bite. Munch, munch, crunch, crunch. The fruit was nice. The snake must have been right. Eve gave some to Adam, and he took a big bite. Munch, munch, crunch, crunch. The snake sniggered at the sight. As soon as they had eaten, they realized they were naked. Then they felt ashamed for what they had done, and they tried to hide from God. God called out, "Adam, my friend, where are you?" Adam was afraid and stammered, We're over here, hiding away." Then it all came out, how the snake had tricked them, and without a doubt they had listened to the story he had spun. They had ignored what God, their friend, had told them, and the great separation had begun. Their friendship with God had been torn apart. They had to leave the garden, and God's heart was broken for the ones he loved. Now they would know what sadness was all about, for death and evil had been sown into the once perfect world. Yet God would never abandon those he had made, and he already had a plan through which everyone could be saved. He would send the rescuer to make the way, the rescuer who would right the wrongs, the rescuer who would save the day.
Have a think. Adam and Eve made a really bad choice in the garden. They chose to go their own way and ignore God. In that moment, friendship with God was broken, and pain and sadness came into the world. But God always loved people and was always planning a great rescue so everyone could be close to him again. Have a go. Tell your grown